6:30 with a decision on the future of voting in San Luis Obispo County. 2020 threw everything up into the air, and now SLO County will return to a more traditional model. Morning News reporter Keith Carls is live in Santa Maria to explain. So what happened last night, Keith?
Yeah, well, this decision by the San Luis Obispo County Board of Supervisors came after a marathon meeting that ended late last night, just before midnight. Supervisors hearing hours of public comment from voters on both sides of this sensitive issue. Now, as you mentioned, due to COVID-19, a different model was used in the general election last November, with all registered voters in the county receiving a ballot in the mail. Now, those ballots could be mailed back, dropped off at newly created voter service centers, or in-person voting. Now, there was a record-breaking 88% voter turnout in the county last November. That was the fourth highest in the state of California. Now, some want to maintain the new status quo of vote by mail, early voting, and voting service centers. Others prefer the traditional method of precinct polling stations on election day, as well as vote by mail as an option, saying the new voting method is open to manipulation. A recent survey by the county clerk recorder shows the vast majority of registered voters in San Luis Obispo County prefer the newer vote by mail method.
That allows fraud all day, every day. So I would prefer to give up my vote by mail, which I did enjoy, to be able to have more secure elections by having me come in and vote at the precinct.
My expectation is that my freedom and voter rights will not be limited or infringed upon or taken away, and I will continue to be free to vote early, free to vote by mail, free to drop off at my vote at any location determined most convenient by myself, and that I will not be required to show proof of ID when voting.
Now, in the end, county supervisors decided to return to the traditional model of polling places and precincts on election day as their model, as well as vote by mail. The board will bring the issue back at a future meeting to discuss additions to the legislative platform with regard to the voter ID requirement, changing postmark requirements, and discontinuing same-day voter registration. Reporting live in Santa Maria this morning, I'm Keith Carls. Elise, back to you.
Keith.